CCTV footage may look like just a boring security measure on the outside, but it's managed to capture some hilarious and unbelievable moments from time to time. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 10 times thieves got caught on CCTV footage red-handed. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. Starting off, purse snatcher gets caught not only on camera, but by these hands. This video shows a man running out of a Kroger while being chased by another, much faster man, before eventually being tackled and thrown to the ground, and forced to hand up the goods. The goods in question was a purse that was stolen from 87-year-old Pat Goins, who was just getting a nice day of shopping done. Other shoppers gather around the entire scene of the crime. One Good Samaritan is even seen grabbing the purse from the thief and then walking off camera, presumably to return the purse to Pat. The person who performed this brave feat was 27-year-old Deshaun Presley. He kept the thief on the ground until the police arrived, even roughhousing the scoundrel up a little bit. Deshaun's citizen arrest was so impressive that he was even given the Citizens Award from the county's sheriff in Ohio. The thief probably thought he could get away with stealing from an old lady, but he definitely underestimated the kindness of strangers and overestimated his speed. Pharmacy burglar gives up mid-heist. This man was caught on camera trying to break into a pharmacy during the weekend. The store was closed, so he probably thought it was easy pickings. After making a small hole in the glass door using a brick, he probably realized it was going to take more effort than it was worth. Or maybe he just had a change of heart and decided to let go of the thieving life mid-heist. Either way, our thief-turned-vandalist here was sentenced to 3 months in prison after being caught by the English police for an attempted break-in. Seeing as he made no effort to hide his tracks and the amount of incriminating footage on hand, it couldn't have been hard for Northumbria police to catch this crook. But the real kicker is how this man attempted this burglary only 6 days after being let out of prison. Police even shared the footage on Twitter, ridiculing the thief. The Australian fishing rod jewelry thief. It's not every day that you see a thief using a fishing rod to reel in their loot, but that's exactly what happened in this bizarre case caught on CCTV in Australia. The footage shows a man standing outside a store at night, using a fishing rod to hook a $700 gold Versace necklace off of a mannequin. It took him a whopping 3 hours to reel in his catch, but he finally did it. He even tried using smaller rods at first, but they just didn't cut it. The authorities remarked that this incident was quite bold of the man, and the fact that he was walking around in the middle of the city with a fishing rod should have been quite suspicious. Authorities have yet to catch this man, but they did upload the footage on Twitter for all to see. Thief face plants into glass trying to rob jewelry store. And now, let's take a look at a less subtle and less successful thief. Meet our 17-year-old friend who thought he could steal $18,000 worth of handbags from a fancy Louis Vuitton store. The footage is just too good not to share. It shows this teen making a run for it, but quickly realizing he didn't have an escape route planned. So what does he do? He decides to go for the most obvious option and attempts to smash through the window. But instead of knocking down the window, he knocks himself out. This jewelry thief manages to do a successful takedown on himself. A security guard comes up immediately to apprehend the unconscious juvenile. Authorities commented on the incident, saying that brazen would definitely be the right word to describe this. Subtle thievery by 2 women in India. While we're on the topic of jewelry thieves, here are 2 women that took a more subtle approach that didn't involve smashing any windows. But they didn't take the camera in the corner into account. These women were caught on camera as they pretended to be customers in a jewelry store in India. The footage shows the women playing it cool, calm, and collected.
Got him!
Leaning right into the counter as if they're casual customers that are really interested in what the store is selling. And while they may be into the jewelry, they're not into paying for it. One of the women is seen reaching for the box in the back while the storekeeper is distracted. She then puts it under her arms in plain sight while talking to the storekeeper, and then proceeds to hide it after he leaves. It's unknown whether these two were caught after the fact, but their heist in plain sight was pretty interesting. Phone thief gets locked in store. This hilarious footage shows a man attempting to steal a phone in broad daylight in front of the store owner after pretending to be a customer. But unbeknownst to him, the store owner was 2 steps ahead and had already locked the door behind the thief as he tried to make a run for it with the phone in hand. This resulted in the thief being stopped in his tracks and trying his best to open the door while yelling in frustration. He had no choice but to make the walk of shame back to the counter and return the phone to the store owner, with the store owner even asking in disappointment as to what the burglar was trying to do. This just goes to show that if you have good enough reactions and have invested in remotely lockable doors, a simple plan like this will always be ruined. A speedy getaway attempt foiled by police. This video shows a thief on his bike being intercepted by a policeman on his own motorcycle. This man was attempting to steal a woman's chain necklace, but he probably wasn't expecting to have trouble on the road. Maybe he should have planned out his route better. The officer is seen blocking off the man and then tackling the snatcher. His quick reactions definitely saved the day. Users on Twitter are praising the policeman for his service. Temple thief prays for good luck before crime. This man was caught on camera praying to the deity in the temple before making off with the donation box. This shirtless thief paid his respects, or perhaps was praying for good luck for the burglary ahead. Nevertheless, this isn't the first time we've seen the temple thief perform his temple run. There have been other instances of him stealing from temples, and you can be sure that he's prayed to the idol before doing so as well. Internet users have shown empathy for the man based on his condition from the footage, claiming that perhaps the man was in dire need. In any case, Indian police have yet to catch him. Panty thief in India. This incident takes place in India with a frustrated man caught on camera as he trespasses private property, only to emerge a little while later with what appears to be women's underwear. Instead of opting to steal valuables, this guy has his own set of priorities. And once again, it's another serial thief, with multiple instances of underwear stealing being reported in this area. Honestly, maybe this guy should just get a girlfriend and leave these people alone. His panty raiding spree might finally come to an end now that there's incriminating footage against him. Indian police are still investigating this underwear thief. Houston package thief has nothing but audacity. The following shows security camera footage of a man stealing packages from everyone's front doors in a neighborhood in Houston. What really impresses us is the man's sheer audacity as he parks his car out and struts to the porch of the house. He does this all in broad daylight without even a mask or anything. Even his car's license number was caught on camera. Let's just say the police probably didn't have much trouble finding this man. And find him they did. 44-year-old David was charged with 2 counts of felony. Maybe be a little more stealthy next time. What was your favorite clip? Let us know in the comments below.